All right, man. Apparently, just came down to Cade Cunningham is having season-ending injury, season-ending surgery on his shin. All right, so best of recovery to him. So for him, it's pretty much season over with. All right, and I figured that. I mean, he young. It ain't no point you tanking. You lose. Well, I don't know if they're officially tanking, but they losing all these basketball games, and they was losing with them. So why would you try to patch something up? You see what I'm saying? Why not just get it together right now, get the injury together right now, come back stronger next year? It just didn't make no sense not have the season-ending surgery. It's just in my mind, the team wasn't going nowhere, and I believe Dwayne Casey is to the point where he's starting to damage the development of these young players. That's kind of where I think this is going. He's starting to damage the development of these players. You look at Jay Ivey going through a shooting slump and all of this. I mean, how can you grow with a coach that don't know what they're doing anyway? So at least he can't mess up Cade no more than what he messed up Cade. So that's the thing about it. But um, you know, second year gone. I mean, obviously, this year he looked pale, he looked lethargic. Um, you know, you know, he didn't look good this season. He went through a stretch where he started to look good, and maybe that injury was bothering him the whole season. That's my guess. But Pistons Cade Cunningham to have season-ending surgery. Says the Pistons guard Cade Cunningham, the number one pick in the 2021 NBA draft, plans to have season-ending surgery on his left shin. Sources told ESPN Monday. Cunningham, who's been sidelined since November 19, consulted with multiple doctors recent weeks, ultimately decided with the Pistons and his representative at Excel Sports to undergo a procedure that expected to have him fully recovered ahead of training camp of the 2023-2024 season. Sources said Cunningham took a month to see if the rest of rehabilitation would allow for the shin to improve, but made the decision on Monday to move forward with the season-ending procedure. Average 19.9 points a game, so here all that. So, and then the Pistons are 7-22, last in the Eastern Conference. This video going, I mean, with this article wrote. So I mean, it was, it made no sense. It made perfect sense. He ain't gonna turn it around. You ain't a playoff. You ain't a team on the cusp of making the playoffs. So, like I did a video a while ago. I said now it's time to see, kind of what Killian and what Bay and Stewart made of. And apparently, it looked like a whole failure for the whole draft class. They can't carry shit. They ain't doing nothing. They play good here, good there. At the end of the day, you need guys who are consistent in their role or becoming consistent in their role. Killian, you hear now and again, he have a good game, here and there. And people say, well, he's starting to really develop, bro. He in the third season? His third season, dude. Like that shit supposed to happen in your first season. Truth be told, that development supposed to kind of happen in your first season. So he's still behind the eight ball. He's still behind the eight ball. So I just don't see, man, really outside of Jalen Durham and Ivy and Cade. I mean, everybody else can fucking go. I'm just being real. Everybody else can go. I don't. I mean, it ain't even fun to watch, bro. To see them throwing as many bricks up there, man, unwatchable. Now, Killian make a good pass here and there, and that's cool, but it's just unwatchable. It ain't like they losing and they excited and they getting up and down the court and they exciting to watch like Charlotte was last year and the last couple seasons. It ain't that. It ain't that. You know. And at the end of the day, dude, it's a huge disappointment this season. And like I said, I didn't mind if they tank, but damn, you know, at least be exciting while you're doing it. At least be exciting while you're doing it. And they ain't getting no style points on why they doing this. None whatsoever. It was an epic failure. an epic failure. But will they get Victor Wembanyama? I doubt it. They ain't gonna let that shit happen. Just being real. The NBA is more than likely, in my opinion, is rigged. It's rigged. But you hope he make a full recovery. And obviously, something was bothering him. So this probably been bothering him for a while. Probably some type of stress fracture in the shin, and the shin is tough as nails too. So for you to mess up your shin, you know what I'm saying? You had to be some things going on there. It had to be some other things going on. The shin is tough. But ultimately, get it together. They made the right decision, in my opinion. Now he young, he could have rehabbed, he could have recovered. That definitely could have happened. But then again, why not fix it? You're not going nowhere this season. You stuck in neutral. There wasn't gonna be no great turnaround with the caliber of coach you got. That wasn't gonna happen. He's not good. And every time you look at him, he just looking clueless, dumb on the sideline. I told y'all it was a bad hire to begin with. Now it's starting to affect the development of guys. And maybe you can't blame Stuart Hayes and Bay, because maybe Casey is hurt their development and maybe messed up their whole career. Honestly, that's highly possible. That's highly possible. That's highly possible. That's highly possible. But Dwayne Casey, they might want to pull him right now. I know you want to lose as many games, but damn, at the expense of some of these guys developing, I don't know. Just being honest. I don't know if that's the true route they want to take. But, first and foremost, you want Cade to be okay and make a recovery. But something just didn't seem right with him. Something didn't seem right this whole season, just looking at him. And he probably just think it's like a little nagging injury. It ain't really much going on here. I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? I'll recover. And it just probably got worse and worse. It just kept nagging. He went to go see what happened. Probably adrenaline carried him. And it was just something that was off about him. A lot of us were speculating it was him gaining the weight or whatever there. But to hurt the shin, something really must have had to happen. Just in my opinion. So if it was, running on concrete, if it was working out too hard, if it was, whatever it was, banging it, whatever, so he young enough, he should recover. And apparently he didn't wait too late where it affected this next season. But I mean, it's going to be a lot of pressure on the Pistons next season. There's going to be a lot of pressure on the Pistons next season. And the next coach. And they got to get somebody that's experienced. I don't care shit about their character background. And obviously, what's my man's name? M.A. Doga. I was pushing for him to get the job in the beginning. That's why I was pushing to him to get the job in the beginning. But I don't care about none of that other crap. Quite frankly, I really don't. They need to give us something to look forward to. And they ain't a young, exciting team. They just a team that's out there running up and down the court, jacking up threes. You're not gonna win this league. You ain't the Golden State Warriors. Atlanta finding out why they can't win. Can't win with Trey Lance and all them jacking up threes. You got to defend. You got to get to the paint, get to the foul line. It's a formula to win in the NBA, and it don't change. There's some, people have exceptions to the rules. That is true. But for the most part, that formula don't change. But you just hope that he make a speedy recovery. You hope he bounce back, and if he don't, if he don't take a little bit more time, so be it. But expectations gonna be mounting on him next season. Trust and believe. Expectations is gonna be mounting. And he gotta be prepared. And I think he was prepared this season to do so if it wasn't for the injury. But it is what it is. We see exactly what happened with him moving forward. Wish him a speedy recovery. Detroit still rocking with you. We'll see what happens. But it looked like in the top of that draft, it is it's top loaded. It's top loaded. With guards. A lot of guards up there other than the Victor Walabanana guy. It's a lot of guards up there. So, that's something to think about. It's a ton of guards up there. But check out Detroit Lions talk. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Apple, Spotify, and Anchor only went there, but the link tree take it everywhere I'm producing content at. Appreciate the love, support, but let me know what you girls and guys think. I think most people are gonna think we in full tank mode now, but in addition to full tank mode, we in full development mode, and I think this is the last leg of development for them to stick in Detroit for Stewart, Bay, and Killian Hayes, and that's just my opinion. But peace.